That's my tribute to the late, great Tom Petty, born in my hometown of Gainesville, Florida, in case you didn't know. So, Tom Petty, who passed away this week, great musician. Welcome to my vlog, where we talk about cycling and even great musicians. So in this vlog, I'm just going to talk about some random things that were going on this week. Like I said, Tom Petty sadly passed away. He is from my hometown of Gainesville, Florida. So went to the Gator football game yesterday. So I did a mountain bike ride in the morning before the game. So it's pretty cool to do a 2.5, 3 hour mountain bike ride and then go to a major SEC football game. So even though I don't have mountains around me, there's still a lot of cool stuff that happens in this area. And unfortunately, we lost to LSU. In the South, football is almost a religion, and if you've never been to an SEC football game, it is worth going to. I don't make it to a whole lot of them. But you know, the stadium is not very far from my house. I am a Florida alumni, so it's fun to go to the football games sometimes, but I usually prefer watching it on TV because I can get a good amount of bike riding in. Going to a game is it's an all-day event, but it was fun, good family time. Really wish the Gators would have pulled that one off. Losing by an extra point missed, frustrating. I hate losing. I hate losing football games. I hate losing bike races. I'm very competitive. But, you know, you ever like, so I try to psychoanalyze things sometimes, and you ever think about why do we get so into something we can't control? We have absolutely no control personally over who wins a football game, but yet we get so into it. I think it's because deep down inside we all love winning and being associated with winning and associated with big, great things. But, you know, to try to get a victory off of someone else's hard work, sometimes I think people kind of compensate. But then maybe there's a story there, getting victory off of someone else's work. But the coolest thing yesterday was being in a stadium in Tom Petty's hometown and 90,000 people singing "I Won't Back Down." So yeah, that was pretty cool. It's almost like you're being a part of history. So something interesting that happened in the middle of the week last week, I went mountain biking with my son, and we went to Moe's afterwards, and they were driving home, and I look up and there was a truck flipped upside down, like right next to the road, and with nobody around. So I stopped and I got it, and it just happened. I could hear the guy like yelling inside the truck to break the window to let him out. And he was off into a ditch, and so I called 911. And then right after I got there, three guys and 3 Mormon kids in a car pulled up. And first time I'd seen them in a car. I usually see them on a bicycle. But they got out, and I was like, hey, you guys have anything to break a window? Because I didn't have anything with me to break a window. One of the guys had a knife. And them Mormon dudes, man, they can buck up and show some strength. This guy... This kid took I guess a butt of a knife or something and broke the window in like 2 shots. And you know, we pulled the guy out of the truck, And he asked that we were like, dude, lay down, man. Let's call 911. He was like, no, man, get me up, get me up. And so we got him up. I didn't. I felt like there was a little bit of a liability issue there, but one of the kids helped the guy up upon the guy's request. And you know, he was shaking, but the more I heard the dude talking, I'm like, man, this guy is drunk. And so the cops got there, and the guy's just talking, just not making sense. I'm like, you know, I went from feeling bad for the guy to being really pissed off, because this is a road that I bike on, and it's right before it. So, you know, like I said, some of my bike rides, especially my commutes, it's my commute road. So there's one section of road that's like maybe 3/4 of a mile long, where I have to be on pavement. But the nice thing is there's a nice grass shoulder, so if things don't look right, I can just pull off in the shoulder, and it's right before a dirt road. So I got a lot of dirt roads to ride around me, but that's a paved road. And you could see his tire tracks where the road kind of made a slight bend, and he just went straight right off into the grass where I would have been on a bicycle. He jerked it back over, went into the ditch on the other side, probably overcorrected again, and flipped his truck. So, and this was like at 9:20 at night, so not that late. But you know, it just shows why we have to be careful out there on bikes. There are some idiots out there, whether they're texting and driving and going off the road, or they're drunk. Got to be careful. And by the way, I mentioned in one of my other vlogs where that lady kind of stopped and said, hey, I didn't see you, and you know, lost me in the sunrise. I forgot to mention in that vlog that I did have a really bright blinking light on the back of my bike, and I had one on my helmet. It was one that I'm reviewing. It's a helmet that I'm reviewing, and I had lights blinking on the back. So despite all that, she didn't see me. So that's I just want to throw that in because I didn't mention that in that vlog. So other happenings is I was supposed to race cross this weekend. I was originally going to race Saturday, Sunday, and then because of the football game, I was like, I'm just going to go Sunday. I don't want to pass up this opportunity to go. And it was our homecoming game too, by the way, so I didn't want to pass up the opportunity. So I was going to go Sunday, but then in the middle of the week, the race got canceled. We have another event canceled because of these storms. Hurricane Nate. In the middle of the week, it looked like it was going to come closer to us, and this race was in the Tampa area, in Dunedin to be exact. Dunedin's a cool town, by the way. But got canceled because we didn't know what the weather was going to do. It turned out it was pretty good, but I'm ready for fall weather. So this week I'm heading to Houston and then Colorado. So some of y'all out there have said you want to hook up for a ride, and I'll be sending an email out to all you guys who want to ride in Colorado Springs. And then I have a pretty cool opportunity on Monday that I'm not going to mention quite yet because I still got to work out the details. But you'll want to stick around for that, because if I can work this out, it's going to be pretty cool. So that's it for today's vlog. I'll catch you in the next one.